for the NPC doesn't concern me. You know what it is. Bah. On today's class, I'm gonna be teaching about self motivation, having self drive. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. I don't know how to do these intros, but it gets awkward as fuck at the start, and then you find the rhythm during the middle. But anyways, I had like some topics in the notes and that. I'm like, I'm like to myself, listen, you can't. What's that saying? You can't drag a horse to the water and make him drink, right? That motherfucking horse better have some drive to get to that water and to drink it. You know what I mean? So I was like, cause I was having like an argument with like a little brother. I was like to him, but pull your head in, you know, like what are you doing? It was having like a fight with my sister and shit. Raising their voices of blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, like what the, you know what I mean? Like what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like I've been on that wave, like self discovery wave, and reading this and reading that and watching this and watching that. You know, I'm trying to become a better version of me, the enlightened version of me. Nah, no. So I was like, Tim, I showed him this. I ripped out this thing, right? If you know what that is, you know what that is. I was like, Tim, bro, where do you think you're operating at that chart? He doesn't know what it is. Obviously, he doesn't. He's only like 16. So I showed him. I'm like, have a read, you know? And at the top, it goes off all the negative stuff. And then at the bottom is all like, I mean, at the top is all like the positive stuff. And at the bottom is all like the negative vibes, you know? So I'm like, Tim, bro, where do you think you're operating at in this chart thing? He goes, oh, there. I'm like, yeah, exactly, bro. You know? You're on that negative wave, that negative frequency. Like, you gotta change your vibration in order to attract things. Nah. Too much TikTok videos, bro. But now, serious shit, right? I go to him like, bro, you gotta pull your head in. Like, you can't be doing all that other shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then afterwards, I'm like to myself, bro, like, I don't know, like, when you try to teach someone, if they're not self motivated enough to try to grab that info, like, it won't really work. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, he's young and shit, so it's like all that stuff is still new to him. But I'm trying to like put him on it right now, like teach him like emotional regulation and all that good shit, right? Like learn how to control yourself. One, two, three. I'm like, but in general, when you think about it, like if someone isn't like driven enough to want to learn or like change or like do something to better themselves or the situation, you can't really like force them, you know? Just gotta let them fucking figure it out. You know what I mean? And then I thought to myself, like, because I'm a big advocate of like, gotta go get it and blah, 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 all that shit, right? Because when you think about it, bro, if you know where we at, right? Western Sydney, right? Man, Druitt. If you know where I live, if you know me, we're in the part of Madrid, why they call Madrid, whatever they call it. There's nothing but spinners and if you know it, you know it, bro. You know? I'm like to myself, bro, like most people around me, they're driven or they have some sort of hustle in them. And then I'm like to myself, okay, What gives him that drive? What gives me my drive to be like, I gotta go get it? And then I'm like, duh. Obviously, like, bro, if you look around, what do you see? It's fucking poverty everywhere, right? And I have to make the decision to better my surrounding, to better myself. And if I don't have that drive or whatever, to be like, bro, fuck this shit. I don't wanna be around here. Like, if I don't have that drive, like I won't make anything out of myself, right? So I'm like, it has to really come from in you, bro. Like the drive thing. Like, you gotta be self motivated, you know? Like, even if someone like teaches you shit like da 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 da, if you don't really want to better yourself, like that shit won't mean nothing. You know what I mean? And for me, bro, and everyone, like everyone, all the boys that I grew up with or around, like we didn't fucking get anyone teaching us what to do. You know, you had to one, two, three, put two and two together yourself and figure out what the fuck you want. You know, because there's not much options out here. Either you jump on the gi, I don't know, fucking get in trouble with the feds, go to jail, or try to make something. But I don't know, go play football. You know, if you know man Drew, like a lot of guys like play football, but you know, I'm like, bro, like that drive has to come from within you. And if you ain't got that in you, bro, you're gone. Like, you know, you're a victim to whatever the circumstances are. You know, jump on the gi. That's the only thing around you. That's one of the only things around you. You know, or you can be like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'm gonna become a fucking top G. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm thinking about like, bro, like, yeah, this, that. I can put, it's good that what I'm trying to do to him, you know, trying to teach him shit, but he has to have that in him. And I'm sussing him out. I'm like, bro, does this nigga have it? You know, is he driven enough? Does he have to go through shit to like make a decision to bet himself? You know, because I just don't want to force the info in him, and then like it's just like, you know. But like I do know for a fact that one day he's gonna look back at it and be like, oh shit, that's that shit this nigga was talking about. One, two, three, right? Because like I said, when we come up, we had no one, bro. You know, you become whatever you want to become off your own decisions. And if you know me, but I'm pretty self-driven. You know what I mean? I'm pretty motivated. I'm trying to better my circumstances whatever way I can. Hence why I'm on the whole fucking self-enlightenment stuff. The whole wave. You know, I'm trying to better my circumstances emotionally, financially, physically. You know, like that whole thing. And it's just the ways of the world. But if you don't got that drive in you, like you can't really you can't really, no matter what someone tells you, you won't really listen. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty happy that I got that drive in me, you know? But some people don't. And it's pretty sad and shit, you know what I mean? Like, people become victims, and I hate victim mentality. You can become a victim of whatever, but how are you gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the circumstances, how can I make myself fucking monster? You know what I mean? Like, how can I become better at this? Better out of this? You know? But yeah, bro, just like self drive, self motivation. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And if it ain't PC, it doesn't concern me. Nah. It's getting dark and shit. So I better end this. But yeah, bro, that's the topic. Like, you can't lead a horse to water and make him drink. That motherfucker better wanna drink that shit. Or better wanna go to that water. Cause if it ain't, no matter what you tell it, it ain't going.